Hi guys, welcome to the second episode of AMA2K Insider, where we look into the life of AMA2K and how it differs from the previous generation, the way they do things. So today we have our very important guest. You can introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, my name is Golide. Yes, I'm a father of about 8 children. Very old, as you can see, my beard says it all. Yeah. What would you like to know about the AMA2K, maybe?
All right, so since you said you are a father, so we understand these days the way AMA2K perceive, or maybe let me say the newer generation perceive in marriage. Maybe you can tell us from your perspective, from a parent perspective, what can you say about marriage these days compared to your generation, and what are the expectations compared to what is happening now?
Well, the marriage was something very important for both families. It was to build the families. What was happening is that if I can speak about the girl child before she gets married, she was nurtured very well. She was someone who was like groomed from a young age up to a time when she becomes a marriage material, a mother. That was believed. The aunties, the grannies would lecture her, teach her how to be a mother of the family, how to prepare, even to portray herself to the families. Yeah.
All right, so looking at what is happening currently, the way these new generations has normalized divorce, do you think that those things are still happening? Do these aunties have time to sit with their children and tell them what is expected for them to do?
It's still there, but not so much as compared to the olden days. The biggest challenge is that the young ones feel, they have got their rights to say no to something which they do not like, and in the process, things don't work out well.
Okay, so in other ways, you are saying before you didn't have a platform to say, no, I don't want this, no, I can't do this. You were told what to do and you just follow the sort.
Yes, you see, with the new laws coming in, that if ever you try to discipline your child from a young age, she has got the right to go and report you to the police, and that makes it also difficult for the parents who is supposed to guide, who is supposed to lead that particular person, because as a parent you'll be having boundaries. You cannot cross other lines, even if the child is your own child.
All right, so since you said you are a father, maybe what are some of the things that maybe you would want your kids to do that maybe you feel like maybe that was happening before that are not much relevant these days, that even if you try to convince them that, oh, this is what we used to do before, maybe you should do that too, that you think maybe now it cannot work these days?
I think it starts with the respect from home. That's the starting point. And these young ones must be taught that, the respect, like I've said before, that regardless, is not your mother, is not your uncle, or you do not know the person. An elder person is an elder person, and it deserves the respect. And that would also help protect them wherever they go, if they meet an elderly person, even if it's not a parent, as long as he's at that age of a parent, the child has to, calm down, be humble, show that kind of respect.
Okay, so looking at what is happening these days, it's no longer the same like before, because people get married they get married because of so many reasons. Like before, you would just get married if you just have a house, or even if you didn't have a house. But now things are so different, because I feel like these 2Ks have so many expectations. In terms of money, you should be having money, because I feel like now things have changed. Everything is expensive. So what is the ideal age of someone to get married, maybe from your perspective?
I think at 20, the person will be mature enough. The person will be mature enough. But in my situation, I think my mom gave birth to me when she was 17 years. And that makes me believe that at the age of 17 years, she was still feeling like a child, and there is no way where she could challenge her parents. So then she was nurtured very well, and she could listen to every single thing, every word that she was taught by the grannies and the aunties, and then she took that to where she got married, and then she raised that very well under that mentorship of the parents. She used it up to her marriage. But as for nowadays, there is this money thing, there is fashion, there is competition, a lot of things are happening around us, and that destroyed the marriages. And that freedom of saying, today I have my friends, they are having a party somewhere, we're having a party somewhere, the dress code is just the mini skates or bum shorts, we'll be dancing. I also have the freedom of drinking whatever I want. They say a bottle of wine, and then in the process, friends are different, so then it destroyed that person's life.
Yeah, and it didn't happen before.
It didn't happen.
Yeah. Okay, so you say the ideal age of someone to get married is 20.
Yeah.
You believe that person will be mature to get married.
I should think
so.
But
looking at these days, I feel like this generation prioritizes education. So from my perspective, someone who is 20 years, I feel like she just finished maybe A-level. Then let's say that person wants to go to university. It's another 4 years or so, right? Because we want to be educated.
Yeah.
And it takes so many years. Let's say I graduated 24.
Yeah.
Already, like my parents are expecting me I should be married by then. I should be having my own family.
Yeah.
I don't know. How can we navigate that? Because I feel like that's where a problem is.
That is a bit tricky, because we don't have the girl child or boy with us most of the time. Just from maybe primary, maybe she'll be staying with us, and after she goes to a boarding, she learns new things from different friends that she meets in the schooling, and then comes the high school. She's in a boarding. And then comes the university. She's in a university, the university, they are already grown-up people, so they share different things,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so looking at this education thing, because I understand even as parents, you want us to get educated, right? And at the same time, you want us to get married. So I feel like there is some sort of conflict of interest there. At the same time, you want me to be educated, but you want me at the same time to be married. So how do we navigate those things?
I think in between, we have to create programs. Also, maybe since we don't have enough time, that would allow us to teach all these things, how people must, behave, how to portray themselves, how to become mothers and be in those marriages. But I think in between, there must be programs at maybe the university that would specifically teach, the young ones the after school life, which is a marriage, which is raising a family.
All right.
That's my opinion.
No, thank you so much, Golide. Siyabonga emakhaya. I hope lizalike, subscribe, lizwile i-advice enhle kangaka from Ubaba Golide. Please like, subscribe and follow us. Thank you. Bye.